How's it going? This is Hoiman, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Shinkocchou Kamen Rider Decade figure. And this is the Seihou version, so it's got a different henshin belt. So this is the front of the packaging, a nice shot of the figure, a portrait of him. And up here you have the logo for the 20th anniversary for the Kamen Rider Heisei series. And then down here you got some Bandai logos. And then the box itself is a very soft touch. If you're familiar with like mobile phone sort of boxes, it's very similar to that. The whole layout is very similar, which I'll get to in a bit. So the side, you have the name of the figure. It's in this nice silver font, and it's actually embossed as well, so there's some texture to it. Same on the other side. And then the top, you have the logo of the S.H.Figuarts. Again, it's embossed. Same for the bottom. And then on the back, you have some pictures of the figure itself, showing the different poses and detail. And down here you just have some Japanese legal stuff. And the way it opens, again it's very similar to a mobile phone. So the top or the front just simply slides out like so. And then first you're greeted with the instructions for the figure. A bit like a mobile phone again. Instead of the instructions for the phone, this is for the figure. So it just shows what the figure comes with and how to operate the accessories. Pretty self-explanatory. And then this is the figure itself. Again, like I already said, it's very similar to a phone sort of layout. So you got the phone, well, you got the figure, and then once you take the front off, you get to the accessories. Again, like a phone. Instead of the cables, you have the accessories. And then to open the figure, you just simply slide the front cover off. Like so. So here we have the figure itself out of the packaging. And because this is the Shinkocchou line, which is a more premium line to the Figuarts brand, it's on the more pricier side, but the figure itself is even more show accurate to how the character is portrayed in the show. So very accurate to the actual suit. And because it's more premium, the accessories and the engineering in the figure is just even more high quality. So for overall, this is a very nice looking figure. All the detail is all present. The sculpt is very nice as well. And moving on to the head sculpt, you have these really nice translucent green parts for the eyes, and you can see into the mask behind as well. And it has this sort of texturing to it as well. Makes it look really eye-popping. And the front has all these black patterns as well to symbolize the cards. And they are sculpted very nice and cleanly as well. And then at the top it even has those bits of detail. And then the front here has the translucent yellow piece as well. Again, even something so small has just had a lot of detail put into it. And then moving on to the side, you have the silver parts, which are painted in really nice metallic against the black, which is a nice contrast. And that goes down to his torso with the white stripes. Again, it's very clean, sculpted very nicely. From what I can tell, there's no paint defects at all. And you can see the sculpting on the abdomen as well. Very nice detail. And then the pink parts as well are just very eye-popping. It's a matte finish, but it's so bright that it's just very nice to look at. And then you move on to his henshin belt, which is the main difference for this figure compared to the original. Because the original figure has a white henshin belt, but because this one's from the Zeo series, it's purple instead. And then you can see all the different logos of the other riders around the belt as well. And then the middle part is translucent as well, so it's a very nice finish to it. And you can see all the buttons on the side as well. And then going around to the belt, you can see all the sculpted detail. It's got this nice wash over it. It's very nice overall. And moving down to the legs, again, it's very clean, very eye-popping. I really like how the white and the pink just really contrast well together. And then you got the two black lines that go all the way down the leg. Very clean looking. And then for the ankles, the white parts on a more glossy finish. So they stand out really nicely. And moving down to the shoes, you can see the detailing on them. And then detail on the bottom as well. So very nice attention to detail. So for articulation, the neck is on a ball joint at the top. As far as I can tell, it's only a single joint at the top, but you still get a lot of range of movement. So you can look down only a bit, and then you can look up quite a bit more, and then side to side, and then swivel as well. And because of the way it's sculpted, it looks very natural in all angles when you move the head. So that's a nice touch. And then the shoulders is on a ball joint that connects inside there. So you can move the arm around, and there's also this floating piece here which cups around the joint. So that makes for a nice range of motion. And then the shoulder pad here is on a hinge that's connected by a ball joint. So you can move that however you want. You can move it out of the way, so you can move the arm up, all the way up. That's a lot of range of motion. And you can move forward and backwards, swivel by the swivel joint here. Double jointed elbows, nice range of motion. And then the wrist is just on a ball hinge. So you can move that about, side to side, up and down, all that stuff. The torso is on a double ball joint, one at the bottom, one at the top. So you can bend his torso that far, which is a lot. And considering all the sculpt here and the part here, none of it hinders it. So that's very nice engineering. And then when you do that, you can even see the sculpts on his back as well. That exposes it. Bend back that much, going back. Again, it's enough range of motion. Again, tilt side to side. A lot of range. And then swivel as well. And then for the legs, it's on the more newer style of hip joint. So rather than a pull down method, it's simply just on a hinge. So you can kick his leg about that far. Not a whole lot, but it should be enough for all the poses you want to do. And then you can kick up forward that much, kick back that much. And then the inside's on a kind of ball joint as well. So you can swivel the leg around, but also move it around side to side as well. And then for the knee, double jointed knee, very nice range of motion. Doesn't break up the sculpt too much. And then the ankle is just on a pivot as well. So you can move it forward, backwards, pivot side to side, and also swivel. and then the toes on a hinge. And then the way it's sculpted is curved as well, so it looks quite natural when you bend the toe. And then I forgot to mention, but the piece on the belt here is on a swivel, so you can move that apart around, like so. So yep, that's the figure itself. Let's take a look at the accessories. So for accessories, the figure comes with 2 fists, which come on the figure default in the packaging. And he comes with 2 hands to hold cards. And he comes with a pair of hands to hold his weapon. You can see the hole in there, it's shaped to hold the weapons. And then he comes with 2 open palmed hands. And then he also comes with 2 more open hands to hold stuff, but to be honest, I'm really not sure what these are for. You can see how the inside is a proper circle to hold something, but he doesn't come with anything that holds anything of that shape, so not really sure what these are for, but they're nice to have regardless. And he comes with this interchangeable piece for his belt. This is to have it when it's opened. And then how that works is you simply just tug on the belt itself and that will pop right off. And then this piece itself can be removed as well, like so. And you just grab the new piece and then you just have to match the shape to slot it in. And then this is just to have the belt when he rotates it. And then that just simply attaches back to his belt. And then he comes with his weapon. Well, when it's in its usual form. And this is very nicely sculpted. Very nice paintwork. Very nice silver. And has the Decade logo as well. And then this can open as well. You can see all the detail inside. And then this has a peg which attaches to his belt right here. Like so. And then that can just freely move about as well. And he comes with his gun weapon, which is just a transformation of the previous part. So again, it's very nicely sculpted, very nice paintwork. And he also comes with his sword as well. Again, it's very nicely painted and sculpted. And then even the silver around the blade is very clean as well. And then lastly, he comes with his deck of cards, which you have to remove them yourself, but it has all the images of the previous riders. So it looks very nice, but for me personally, I don't think I'm going to remove them from their packaging. Just like to keep it as it is. Yep. So my final thoughts are, if you're a huge fan of this character or the show itself, then I highly recommend getting this figure. There is a standard Figuarts version, but if you want the more higher price tag for the more accurate representation of the character, then I highly recommend getting this version instead. You can get this version with the new Henshin belt, which is pricey, but it's still slightly cheaper than the regular edition, which comes with the white Henshin belt. That one's going for quite a high price nowadays. So is this one, but this one is still much more affordable. But yeah, it's a very high quality figure, very show accurate, and if you're a fan of this character, then I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. So that's my review. Thank you for watching and enjoy some pictures.